Hey, yesterday evening was fantastic. I could see from the clear skies and the fog that we were going to have a really good sunset. So I grabbed the camera and headed out there, and boy, was that the right decision. We got some great pictures like this, and I met some fantastic photographer friends. Let's see how we got on. So I'm coming down this really busy road, and the fog is just hugging the fields. But then, just as I got to this little bit here, can you see behind me? Wow, look at that. The fog is hugging the fields, but can you see back there? Let me zoom in. Isn't that fantastic? Wow, what a shot. Wow. And it just goes to show that you've got to keep your eyes open all the time, doesn't it? Because, you know, I was heading out to the countryside, and actually this was a really main road. As you can see, the cars are constant behind me, and there's lots of background noise. And yet, right behind me, there's this fantastic scene. That's just unbelievable. I'm just gobsmacked at how good that looked right here, next to the road. But so we got some really cracking pictures there. Well, I think they were. So if they did turn out any good, let's put them on the screen right now. Well, I'm really pleased with this shot, and I think the letterbox format really helps it. I love the way the horse is facing in towards camera with that fixed stare and the soft tones. This second shot heightens the effect of the mist. Can't see quite so much. And the third picture, again, I go back to that letterbox format and I put a little bit more action into the sky. I've come up high, and there's a low-lying mist which is really good, and I think there's going to be some nice pictures up here. I thought there would be, but I'm not the only one that thought there would be, because look behind me here, there's already somebody here taking pictures, somebody who knows the geography. Hello, hi, how you doing?
How you doing? Very much nice to meet you.
You are?
I'm Jim Quinn.
Hello, Jim. How long have you been taking pictures?
The last couple of years or so.
Oh, right, okay, so it's a recent thing for you.
They're fairly recent, yes.
Yeah.
I've since retired, and
okay,
then a friend of mine who's very good let me be as an apprentice.
Well, look, you're in the right place, Jim, because, I mean, there's fantastic views behind us. Let me just give you a look at that sun going down there, look, and you can see that low-lying mist, and that's exactly what we're here for. There's somebody else over there, look, just parked up. I think this must be the photography centre for the West Midlands at the moment, hasn't it?
Well,
because
I think that tree, if you get the light and the sun, you sometimes get it when the sun sets down there, coming in between the tree, and gives a beautiful sun.
Right, you might remember that tree. There's a film, I'll put a link to it on the screen now. There's a where I reviewed a Leica, and we bought the Leica out, and it was snowing, and we did a shot of that tree with the Leica then. He's got right in there, look, and he's got a fantastic picture with the sun going down behind that tree. We might have to do that as well, but we're not the only ones here, because actually in the car it was it was right, look, we've got another photographer.
It's Keggy7.
And your
Instagram, Keggy7.
Okay, well, we'll give you a shout out on that. Okay. So have you been here before?
Many a time, yes, when I have a little run out to Kimber. I've got my mum in the car.
Hello, Mum.
She's 88, she comes with me.
How long have you been taking pictures?
Oh gosh, quite a long time.
Okay, and what kit are you using? Let's have a look.
Well,
that's a Sony.
It's mainly my travel camera, my go-to.
Okay, I did a review of that on the channel. It's 24-600. It's a 2.4 at the wide lens, and it's still 2.8 at the 600mm lens, which is absolutely incredible. And it does that by having a 1-inch sensor. I know what you're going to say. A 1-inch sensor, that's going to be, you know, terrible, isn't it, compared to a full frame. Actually, it isn't. It's an incredible camera. I don't know how it does it. I don't know what magic Sony have put into that chip, but it's absolutely incredible. Gives you a 600mm, but I don't need 600mm for this tree here. So let's take some pictures of it. Let's see how we get on, and if they're any good, I'm going to put them on the screen right now. I'm going to start by using my 200mm to zoom in there at where the mist is breaking the lines of trees. I love it. And as I wait and the sun goes down, those colours will get richer and richer. Here it is with the sun going down. I'm underexposed by a third of a stop. Beautiful. And now I'm going to turn my attention to that foreground tree. And here's my favourite image. I like the fact that this tree is kind of dominating the landscape, isn't it? And of course you don't need the whole tree on the picture. We can see the mist clinging to the valleys. Here's a wider shot, and you can see those lovely tones as the sun's going down over the horizon. And it's just before blue hour. You've still got some pinks and yellows in the sky. And as the sun gets lower, I have an idea. Boom! The lovely plants with little flowers on in the foreground. So I've dinked a little bit of flash in, just enough to show them. And as the sky deepens, I'm just going to pump that flash up a little bit and take the exposure down. And now we're getting somewhere. Look at those oranges, yellows where the sun is, the pinks and the deep blues coming in when the star's just coming out. I love it. And now it's just a 20-minute wait for that sun to go down and blue hour. Look at that. The blues coming into that. It's commanding. And look at the colour change on the mists. They've gone all blue and soft. Beautiful. It's getting pretty dark now and we're going to have to wrap up the shoot. You can see that behind there, look, has been absolutely fabulous. Look at that. Wow. Isn't that good? And it was great coming out, meeting some photographers out here as well. Let's hope they get some nice pictures from this. I'm silhouetted now, look, and that's how dark it is. What we've done is we've exposed for the sky and we've dinked a little bit of flash in as well for these flowers in the foreground, just to try and give it a little bit of a 3D effect. And then we've done some long lens stuff where we've really squeezed it together with that low-lying mist down there in the valley. And it's just a privilege to be. If you were into photography, you wouldn't be up here right now, and you wouldn't be standing in a field. You'd be at home watching the telly. Where would you rather be? I mean, look at that. I mean, is that not an inspiration? I think so. And that's what photography does, because as I've said before, time and time again, the best thing about photography is you can't do it on the blooming telephone. You've got to get out there, you've got to meet people, you've got to see things with your eyes, and you see those flashes going off. Everybody's still really excited. They want to squeeze that last little tiny bit of light out of the day, and why not? What a spectacular day. It's a privilege to be out here and see that. Photography, that's why you need to do it. Now, if you'd like to see my review of that fantastic Sony RX10 Mark IV camera, click this link here. Or if you'd like to see when we tested the Leica, click this link here. And if you have a bit more time on your hands, then check out my playlist. There's lots to see there.